floor, okay, a different angle, all kinds of stuff. What you can do is you go in and they reconstruct the event. Were they there? No. But based on the evidence, okay, you can calculate the events. And then that's how you take it to court. Okay. For example, when I was in school, I took forensic biology as one of my courses. Okay, and what you can do is
you like some real scientists or something for real?
Okay, like for example, if I see if I see blood on the wall or a window, okay, based on the spread, I can calculate the angle. If someone was standing here, if they were standing here, okay, or if they were standing here. Okay, because if a person's cut here, then you got jugular veins, arteries, etc. That's going to spread out, so it's going to hit it harder. There's going to be more. If I stand over here, it's going to be less. See, we can calculate. Same thing with bullets going through a window. I can tell you, let's say if there's 5 bullet holes in the window, all right, based on the shatter, I can calculate which bullet went in first and whether it came from outside or inside. Okay, so now let's take this back to a Kemetic text called the Ahmose Mathematical Papyrus. What is that title? Okay, it is the correct method for knowing all that exists, all things hidden, and all mysteries. And guess what? It's a mathematical text. So you use math to calculate things that are unknown, because again, you got on the scene, you can't know what was there because you weren't there. So you use math to calculate the unknown. Okay, so with linguistics, as Asar brought up, in linguistics there's mathematical formulas, okay, there's models and methods that you have to use to calculate sounds or to decipher.
So what's the difference between a dead language, right, and an extinct language?
Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all say the same thing, just walk and talk, just walk around the museum and just also make some comparisons between Egyptian language and stuff like that?
I wanted him to do this.
While you were talking.
The wings.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and then we can go right here. So the spread wings. Have you ever seen a male duck with the rest of his family, and you get close to it? What happens? He spreads his wings. But why is he doing that? Because he's protecting. So in Kemet, you'll see over some of the temples, the temple entrances, spread wing of Heru Behudet, okay, which is a warrior aspect of Heru. It is a protective symbol. So you see something similar. Now, of course, there's going to be variations, but you see something similar here, okay. Do you understand what I mean with the outspread wings?
Absolutely.
So it's just a little comparison.
So that point though, the difference between an extinct language and a dead language is a difference there. And so, you know, the other side is acting like the language is just extinct. Like there's no way to retrieve it. You have to be actually a Nile Valley, 2000 BCE to get it. Right?
Nobody speaks it, but it's accessible.
Dead and extinct. You want to kind of explain this out real quick?
Well, as a technical, I would treat them as the same.
Okay.
In essence, because in extinct language, what we'll say is extinct, that there's no
recollection.
Not necessarily a recollection. There's no living speakers.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So we may have record of the language, you know, like Old Akkadian, but there's no persons living today who speak.
No derivative of
Akkadian. Extinct, you know, but there's something language that you have to understand. Like the English that we speak today is not the same English that was spoken 1,000 years ago. So even if you're trying to retrieve a language, you're only doing it what we call synchronically. You're taking a specific point in time and trying to reconstruct as they probably pronounced it and said things at that moment. Because 2,000 years earlier is totally different in terms of pronunciation than how it is pronounced now. So that's just the way that language is. And so certain words may fall out of place. And so it's kind of hard to deal with that with ancient Egypt because you're looking at over 3,000 years of written histories. And so, you know, certain words they may not have used anymore, but we still have the records and we lump them all together in the dictionary. You know, so there's words that used to be in English that have fallen out that we don't even use anymore. Well, we say different. Like, you know, your son or daughter may go into an English class and say axe instead of ask and get, you know, blood on their paper or something to that nature. But that's actually how you used to pronounce it you know, in the earlier English. And so it's a process called metathesis that happened, and now we say ask instead of ax.